I'm going to do another Top 5 Wednesday. This is my top 5 favorite Super Bowl ads. It should be mentioned that I don't really watch the Super Bowl, but I enjoy their advertising campaigns, so I did watch all of the commercials. First off, clearly, things that are trailers or spots for television shows, I immediately did not count those, or this list would be like only movie trailers, because movie trailers are one of my favorite things, and it would be like this Marvel and then this Marvel, and yeah, it would have perhaps not gone so well. So we're excluding movie trailers from this list, and it's just commercials. For me, number 5 is the E-Trade commercial with the old people. A, I like that song, and B, I thought that the commercial was very clever. Like, all of these elderly, well, the theme is like 85 and I want to go home, and so the idea that they were still having to work because they didn't have retirement, I thought it was a really clever way to get their message across, and like a good ad for E-Trade. So that's number 5. Number 4 is a commercial for Monster headphones. This one was a little bit different, but I just liked the overall story of it. And sometimes, especially with Super Bowl commercials, they have like a heartfelt story. And I thought that that was really good. And it showed like this guy getting his big break to create these headphones. And it was kind of uplifting. Number 3 is Doritos Blaze versus Mountain Dew Ice. And let's be real, if you get Peter Dinklage and Morgan Freeman into a lip sync rap battle, it's surprising this isn't number 1. It was incredibly entertaining. I can't necessarily say that it made me want to buy Doritos Blaze or Mountain Dew Ice, but it did make me want to watch that commercial again. So I guess that's a bonus. Number 2 is the T-Mobile ad with all of the babies. I realized that it wasn't necessarily the greatest T-Mobile ad, but I thought that it was a really good message. I thought that it was really cute babies. I thought that it was a positive thing to put out in the world, even if it wasn't necessarily the best way to deliver a T-Mobile ad. And number 1, which is clearly the winner of Super Bowl commercials across the board, I haven't seen anyone disagree with this, is Tide. They were just incredibly clever. They did a whole series of commercials. Every single one of them starts out as one of the cliche, more popular Super Bowl or cliche commercials. So you have the Clydesdale, you have the Old Spice guy, you have the classic medical, oh no, my back sort of commercials. And all of them ended up being Tide ads. Oh, and Mr. Clean, I forgot about that. It was a brilliant campaign. They set it up real nicely with their first ad that was it's got clean clothes, that's what makes it a Tide ad. And so you sort of knew it was coming, but it was just very, very, very clever. And I thought that that was a brilliantly put together thing the whole time. I will give an honorable mention to the Lexus LS 500 ad. The reason I didn't put it on my list, I really liked that ad, but it was Black Panther, and I can't say that it was necessarily the greatest car ad. And it was sort of really trailering for the movie, a mixture of the two. So I didn't want to put it on the list because I felt like there was too much Marvel for it to be a car ad, and that clearly my Marvel bias was pulling it up higher on the list, but it does deserve an honorable mention. I thought that the ad was fun, and plus it had Black Panther characters in it. And let's be real, the number 1 winner was the Avengers Infinity War trailer spot, because that's all that matters. No, so those are the commercials I liked. If you have commercials you liked that I didn't list, go ahead and let me know in comments, and I will put a link to an article I found where you can watch all of the Super Bowl commercials, not to mention that YouTube still has that thing where you can watch all the commercials. I hope you enjoyed this Top 5 Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow.